is my 6x8 cute clutch, but I'm going to make it versatile enough to put a awesome long strap so I can make it a small side purse as well. So my initial purse that I clutch, basically bag I love, is give or take the same size, same color, just slightly different leather. It is more of a softer base leather. This is different. This is that's cowhide. This is buffalo. And this is a nice different burgundy. That my normal clutch I have is a bright fire red. This is obviously burgundy wine red and a lot sturdier, a lot stronger. So I love that clutch, but I want to make something similar, but something different. So that is my approximately what I'm doing. So I always know to look for my right clutch. So the process that I am in now is my internal panel that I'm going to be putting in a divider. So I currently have sewed this together, or I need to sew it together, but I've glued this together, both panels. This is my internal panel. I have two different 8x2 and 5/8 by 4 1/4 size pockets. So these are basically little cute side pocket holders or card holders. So one's gonna go in the middle here, and then I have this is actually it's gonna be put on one of the two sides. I'm haven't decided whether I'm gonna have whether I want to be gluing it on the flesh side, beautifully flesh side here, or doing it transversely, so it has that nice contrast. So that's in the process of thinking of what I'm doing now. But I also have to hand stitch the zipper into the leather. It's glued, it's secure, but I'm hand stitching it in. All right, the wood, or I call it wood color, brown, is as closest I'm gonna get to this red. And so my needles, my pliers, and beforehand I've repunched holes all the way through here, and this we will do after I figure out whether I am doing this flesh side or I'm going to do it on the rough side, on the cut side. So that is my dilemma, because I want to make sure it's on the opposite. When I put this in, the other pocket that I'm putting in is on the opposite side, so I make sure. So for example, this flesh side doesn't have anything, goes on top of that, and then one side has a pocket right here. So either side, or in one sense, fold over, has a pocket. So that's what I'm thinking. So rough cut to the flesh, but the flesh on flesh looks so nice though. So that's what I'm kind of conflicted. Or I can just do rough to rough, and then have, or so, rough against soft, and then have the pop. So that's the dilemma I'm at with. I kind of like leaving this one here, flipping this, doing rough on rough. So in one sense, if you look at it, you pull it open, I have one side that has a pocket either way, and it looks surface pretty. Then I can pull a pocket on the other side, still has another pocket. On rough, on soft. So either way, it looks symmetrical. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. So keep it same, keep it equal. I'm not going to glue I'm going to glue this envelope card size holder to this panel, and then while that's drying, I'm going to hand stitch this. After done hand stitching this, then I will glue this the card holder to this next panel. In time, I want to at least have something drying as I'm doing something else, as to keep the process moving. All right, and I need to measure the project is approximately 7.5 inches from edge to edge. I'm lost approximately 3/8 of an inch that I've traced out across all 4 edges. So I'm losing 3/4 of an inch all across the project. So technically, yes, it is cut as an 8x6 with the project. My old clutch is light, but it's slightly smaller, but less sturdier, because I'm losing 3/4 of an inch due to the stitching. but I want the stitching because I'm gonna be putting in a little side hole clips here. I decided I'm gonna put 2 plus the paneling on the inside, so I can keep some D-rings on the insides. So the D-rings hold the and then I can make it a clutch. So I have a wrist that I'm going to cut out. This so far is, I forget, 1 by 12 approximately. 1 by 12. I think it's slightly off, but this is 1 by 12 strap. So I might taper this off, and I have some cute push pin tabs to secure it. So I'm not sure. I don't think it's 12 inches too large, but I do like a clutch, so I might go with 12. I don't know, but I originally measured out for 12 because I think it would fit nicely. Plus, I got 3 sheets of this buffalo leather, so this is approximately 1.5 sheets already used. So utilizing it smoothly, and this is a actually easy strap that came off of it, so nothing is going to waste. All right, let's move off some of these rulers because it's magical. And don't forget, check out the Instagram, check out the link tree, subscribe to it all. You'll enjoy it. Okay. And since it's, I have, it's approximately 7.5 inches, so times it by, so it's 43 inches, 0.5. I'll give myself an extra 1.5 inches or so, so I'll cut 45 inches, 2 strands of this for the hand stitching. So let's measure that out now, 2 45-inch strips or thread for the project, have it aside. Got my sandpaper to rough up the edges for this. My awesome leathery glue, my tool for spreading, and probably should know what it is, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so 18, all right. And fine. Okay, 1. Try to be very useful with the thread. So I times it by 5. No, actually, no, I times it by 6, I think. Yes. So where's the razor blade? Oh, so anyhow, this should perfectly fit or be sufficient. I may have maybe excess of maybe 3 inches or so, but at least I'm not losing a lot. So times it by 6. Do I need to wait anymore? Oh, I did have dark brown thread. Actually, oh, this one's lighter. So I usually do have a walnut, beautiful walnut, against the burgundy. Smidge too dark in my opinion. But for contrast, if you look at this one, it's a slightly more of a honey color. So I think it would blend a little bit better. Woo! Okay, it is lightning, and I'm a little awake now. Okay. Whew. So that's getting started. That's that partially prepped. Where did I put the needles? Okay. Let's pull out let's pull out 2 even needles, same length, not too sharp because it's already pre-punched, so we don't need an extra sharp needle. I usually go with, I think this is 2 and 3 inch needles. Oh darn. There we go. We'll put this side all together, and then we'll come back. Measure this out. Let's make sure this is even. I know this is a genuine 4 inches product. is 4x8. So 4x8 panel, or this is a 6x6 square. This is my 4x8 panel. I'm gonna flush side down, cut side up, have my scrawl right here so I can etch out where I'm placing this. Ooh! Okay, so, and then the square is 2 inches, 2 inches and 5/8 by 4 inches and 1/4. All right, so where would this sit in the middle? So, in the middle would be inch on each side. All right, so I would place it at, oh no, that's a little off. Straighten up. What did I say? Straighten up. 1 inch and 1/4. 1 inch and nope. So it's gonna be 1/8. 1 inch and 1/8 where it starts. All right. So 1 inch and 1/8 where it starts, and then how how centered do I gotta make this? So I want to make this centered. It's dark on dark, which is not always the best. And that is up right now. Just placing it where I have it. I have 1 inch and 3/4 right there. And I have excess of is that exactly 2 inches? I think that's exactly 2 inches. Okay, so we gotta move it over. Quarter of an inch, that's 2 inches. So let's see. Yes. No. I'll feed her. Okay. 2 inches. I think I'm just gonna have to do 1 inch and 3/4 to make it centered. So let's start the bottom line there. Leave this here. Let's double check this one more time. Honestly, the color matches so well, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm like being silly. So I have it etched out. I had very more my sandpaper. 1 inch, roll around the fingers, and now I will rough up my burnished flats. So that's what I did actually. Doing anything else after cutting it, I burnished it up and let it dry, and glued everything together. Rough. Goals. Etch inside the line, not on the line. Keep the line blended in, but don't lose your line. Stay inside the lines. That's why you drew them. This helps to glue it here. Because yes, usually when you burnish leather, it's sometimes the glue doesn't want it here as well. So rough it up. Okay? So, obviously don't try to go above like I did there. Hopefully I can rescue that. Maybe with some extra burnish. Smooth it over. Okay, so now that we're here, gluing my beautiful gluing step, we're going to adhere it on. And this is going to be my now newest purse that I'm going to be carrying around with me everywhere. So proud of it. I love my work. I enjoy making this stuff. I really do. It's fun. Okay, so let's keep this 1" quarter thing going. Double check yourself. Make sure you didn't go too excessive. Guilty of it. I got passion and I can't control it. I can't. I just want to be silly. Okay. This one's almost a little like 3/8, but I stayed in straight on the line, so we're good. This isn't gonna really matter as much. So we're cool because you're not gonna see that. I'm going to glue. I'm going to apply glue to this edge here and then place it down. Then I'm going to take this, apply it on there, take my 3-pound weight, move it over here, or place it over there with the 3-pound weight on top. But I usually use easy weights, pressure, because yes, I love the vice grips, the clamps, everything else like that. But sometimes a good old gym weight just as awesome. I use it for other arts and crafts, so they're my art weights. I lift, I compress, I do it all with a simple weight. Hold on. Gravity is on my side, and that storm is coming for us. Okay. Wow. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, shake, 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 shake. Okay. Let me put the hair back just a smidge. There. All right, we're getting less on that, so I think I can stretch it because I am not going to hands. My thought process was happily gluing this on, not making any more stress, huff or fuss with it, and I didn't feel like I should have to hand stitch the pocket on there as well. It is a leather purse. It probably would be nice. I'm thinking about it, but at this current time, I'm not thinking about hand stitching it after gluing it because the glue is working pretty well, and I'm just putting cards in. It's not like I'm going to be tugging on it hard. So that's the current mental effect. This glue works great, though. I have to say it adheres very well. So glue and spread. Trying not to get the hair. Oh wow, I have to say, I can't go play tennis in this weather. I was wondering why it was nice out. Or I understand why the barometer dropped. There we go. Squeeze, squeeze as we go. Oh. There. And then we squeeze it up. There we go. All right. Let's just put a little extra there. Let's just put a little trace line, just excessive line sakes. Slight. Paper towel ready? Let's glue it down. Wow. I don't even see it, but it's amazing. Like it makes the house rumble. I'm like, whoa. Usually it's just rain. I'm like, oh, there's a big thunderstorm coming. Oh, I did it. Oh, it's squeezing. All right, so I want to kind of get it up a little bit before I put the weight down. Because when I put the weight down, it's really going to squeeze out. So, all right. Ooh, okay. Ride the line, don't move it. All right. Squeeze, squeeze down. Squeeze, squeeze down. Yes, maybe, but you see it on there? It should be slight. All right, so let's put this pressure on. Let's put the 2-pound weight for a second, because yeah, and just make sure it's center. That's kind of why you have the ruler to square to help flatten out, even out the weight distribution, but still. All right, let's take this off real quick. Let's give the weight down again. I have to say, I didn't go that crazy on the glue. I'm pretty happy with myself. Temporary control. Please disappear. All right. Now, panel is in process. Place it over in the section. Let's use this weight because I might need to use this. Since I'll be using the other panel, I might need this later on. I need another one for later on. So we'll use my mat, my hole punch mat. This is also a this is actually 8x6 as well. So I will use this for even distribution of pressure. But I will use the 3-pound weight in the middle. And all right, got a mental note of the time. We'll give that approximately about an hour or two to dry, and we carry on. See what we have left. We may need to start working on another part of it. Oh, let me show you my little D rings that I have picked out. Cute. This is the opening is 3/8 of an inch. So I have that to work with. All right, just knock something over. Ooh, lost it. All right, this I think I do want to clean up a little bit because I do have a little slight variance, and I can use this. So, all right. Ooh, or I can just, or you just make the strap 3/4 of an inch instead of 1 inch, taking all of it out. But the inch band is a little large. We'll go 3/4. Since the bag is only 8x6, I really should be careful with how big the strap is. I mean, for the wrist portion. Oh, yes. Actually, let's do that first. Since I already have the needle, I have everything else out of the way. So, 3/8 of an inch. Not 3/8, oh, 3/4. 3/4 of an inch. Alright. Right, Rachel? I'm getting better at this, I have to say. I'm still working on the, working it with clothes and finer materials. Right, the Susan Moans, this is Rachel. Baby steps. But I'm definitely feeling better using it with leather projects. Oop, okay. There we go. Ta-da! And it doesn't look chunky. As I said, I'm good. Feeling comfortable about it. All right. Yes, this looks like an even 3/4 strip now. All right, so if I was to make this wristlet, not taking off any inches. This is still technically 12 inches. Trying to think of what kind of hardware. No, I want to. How much can I lose without losing my mobility of my hand? I like that. All right. There. Let's see. That nail mark. Let's measure from the nail mark. How much was that? That is 1 inch and a quarter. 1 inch and a quarter. So 2.5 inches. Okay. So we'll keep that perfectly. This is the hardware I'll be using for it. Be going through, but I might need another O-ring. So this is in the process. I have this going. I'm not gonna play with it anymore. I have my set punches here that I made come in handy. It's off on the side, ready to go. And now these are gonna be going on both sides. I'm not sure whether I should glue these first and then put these in, or I probably should skive them down too. There we go. Sandpaper, because I don't want to be too bulky, and because I still have 2 panels to go through. Actually 3 if you think about the internal panel that's drying right now. I have these 2 panels to go through, and then I'm going to put an extra strip, which is give you an accurate estimate. But this is inch. This is 3/8, 3 3/8, and 1/2 inch wide fold over. So my idea was just to place this nicely in here. Since the other insert is 4 inches, I was going to put this right above it, so it keeps it continuous. But the material is only like, let's see, put them both together because it's only 1/8 of an inch. So barely under 1/8 of an inch, so I need something else. Putting both together just gives me 1/8 of an inch. So 1/16 of an inch thin. So sometimes it's hard to punch through. So I want to have it nice and flat together. So I think I do have a tool. Let me see. I don't use it too often, which I probably should. No. Yes. Here we are. So, move for project. Let's see if, in the next, out of my 3, refreshed again, silly me. Yes, 3 3/8. How much do I want to go in? Right now I know I started off at half an inch. So I'm losing a whole inch. Still only, technically this is only 2 3/8 inch loop, which isn't good, actually, if you think about it. And then I have the other dilemma. The insert, or the inside of this D-ring that I've chosen is only opening is 1/2, which should work, right? I know I said 3/8 earlier, but I think I need to cut it down the strip just a smidge, 2 3/8 to make sure it flows nicely. But 1 inch to 1 inch, honestly, or half inch to half inch, if it's nice and tight. And then when I'm gluing and putting it together, I actually want to have the hardware in it. I figured, less I gotta handle later. Worst case scenario, I'll use the flathead that they gave us, that they gave me, and I'll take it out. But that's my idea. So first of all, let's skive, measure and skive each of these out. So it's a closer one for you guys. Inch mark. Razor blade cut. Just hairline, just to get it. Okay. Skive. Just slightly. You can do it facing up or facing down. I usually do it facing down, but just trying to get some movement. So I flip it. It's the way you're supposed to use it facing up, the way I'm using it now. But I'd rather be overly careful, not lose too much. There we go. There, it's moving. It's moving. It's like, come at an angle. Worst case scenario, do not come straight on. This one's a whole lot flatter than that. It's just minutely. Okay, let's keep on going. That is the goal. Just we go. It's a lot thinner compared to the other 1/4 of an inch. It's a nice little taper. Let's get the other side a little bit more. And then I'll glue these together. And put these off to the side. Because I don't want them shifting while I'm hand stitching. There we go. And then we'll get the sandpaper. Oh no, where is that? Right here. Ready? Take off the lens a little bit. Move it off. Evaluate. It's definitely thinner. I need a little, wait a minute, flip. I think a little more off this side, yeah. No. I need more. Take off more. All right, there we go. You actually see the tabs coming through now. Nope. This side is evened out. Wow. It has unleashed the weather among us, I have to say. It is downpouring where I'm at. And it's drive time. So, to be home right now during drive time. There we go. That's the angle I want. There we go. No unevenness. Let's flat. Oh. Perfect. Next is where to glue and where to place. So we'll glue after. I said I'm doing both sides, so we need to do both sides. Let's sandpaper this one, get it prepped. Rough it up. There. It's ruffled. It's good to go. Let's measure out 1/2 inch on the other one. All right. Let's do it again. 1/2 inch. Just minute, just really cut it, and then we can shave. Shave it away from you. Never shave towards you. There we go. Just a little bit. Just take a little bit off the top. Just a little bit. Just a little bit off the top. Oh, oh, oh. far from complete. But if you actually see that little nudge in there, this gets caught on that razor blade cut I made, so I never go back further than the razor blade cut. That is the reason why I put that in there. Not to ruin the integrity of the project, just slightly, just enough so the tool catches the line. And I stay, I don't taper back too far than I wanted. There we go. Nope. Oh, wow. Do I have any plants I need to bring inside? That is something I should probably think about. It does seem pretty windy. Can't bring them. I can probably bring some closer on the inside, maybe. Because most of my greenhouse is covered, it's inside, so I don't need to worry about that. My hydroponic system's inside, so I don't need to worry about that either. So I just have a bunch of orchids and some milkweed and aloe outside. The aloe probably can take it, but it's probably a lot of water. I mean, those are things hard to kill anyways, but I do have succulents outside. But I'm trying to get them tempered and used to my Florida environment and the heat. So they need a little bit, but okay, this carries on a little bit further. I might have to bring in my succulents. No. It's getting there though. So. No, gotta keep going. Flip. Yes, go for it. Take it off, yes. There we go, we are chopping away. Oh. Okay, so how is it going? Let's see. All right. I do see improvement. I do see tapering. I'm not sure if it's enough. No, it is not enough. There we go. There, it's coming. It's scratching. It's going along. It's going. It's going. Oh, there. Oh, I don't think I'm taking off enough. Let's see. Oh, this one side's good actually. Yeah. No, this side needs a little smidge more. Alrighty, so here we go. And smoosh. Actually, that is nice and thin enough. I'll go with it. So, here we go. It is wonderful. Ooh. Now you're adding this one with that one. Let's make sure they're both equal in length and thickness. Make sure they match, make sure everything looks right, make sure that the thickness of the edges is proper, because I want to make sure one side doesn't look bulkier than the other, even though it's only maybe approximately no more than 4 pin pokes, but still, it'll look right. This one needs a little bit more, because that one's just thin. This one isn't thin. There we go. Wow. Now I remember why I didn't use this brushing tool as much. The other side looks awesome. I mean, it looks jacked up compared to this side, but now it's meeting it. Now I remember why. Okay, so. Alright. This is the sandpapered one. This is not the sandpapered. So, either way, let's measure them again. And I'll sandpaper them both again. Yeah. Nice and thin. Tapered. Beautiful. Okay. One more time with that sandpaper. Get crazy with it. There we go, bring it towards you, the sides, rough it up. There. So, oh, there we go, awesome. Bunch of dust and debris, move off to the side. Smack, smack, smack. Clean them off. No debris. Workstation, clean. No. Nails, awesome. Not messed up. Awesome. And let's get glue it. And then I will move this off. Obviously using this one and pressure. We'll use the 2-inch weight on that though. Just that. Don't want. There we go. be level of 2. Now thinking about it, I probably could have cut it at an inch, left it at an inch instead of cutting it at a quarter of an inch each, or come in half inches. But conceptual design wise, I wanted to see both pieces so I could see it look like the project. Oh, this would the clamp come in handy? Maybe. Oh. No, not enough. How? No, not enough. Okay. So, how do we address this? So we got our clean paper towel. Put this here. Okay. Actually, that isn't too bad. That means I can still clean up the excess on the sides. So, little mistakes, but place this down on the mat on here. Not touching each other, but in the middle. Okay, that is my 2 ends for my awesome device. The more I think about it, I'll just put the screw in. I don't want to tempt fate. So, move this off, and then I will place that in my silicone weight. And touch base later on this. I still technically have 1/2 inch by 3/8 strip. Should not have excess, but I do have that 1 strip, and I do have this. I have we'll yet to address this. Because I want to get to this hand stitching here. And the hand stitching and the gluing, and then I can't really do much more until everything else is done and dry. So we'll leave this till everything is glued in. Adhering, solidifying, strengthening, cordifying, beautifully coming into one. A more unique device of a project and a everyday item that I'm going to love. Because it is a buffalo skin and it's burgundy wine. And I made it. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. So I got 45-inch strip. It's in the middle. Wax thread. Come on. There we go. Ta-da. And no, let's do that one more time. Just make sure I do that. I'd rather recut a string than not. Okay, so ruler. We're gonna times it by 6. Just have a funny feeling I need to do this one more time. So it's technically 1 3/8, but we'll do it 1 1/4, just for grins and giggles. So 1 1/4 times 6 is 43 inches. 43 inches. I give myself, I brought it up by 2. So 45. I cut 45 properly. Okay, technically I should be good. Should not have any more too much excess. I should be sufficient on the thread. Okay, that usually there's rules of thumb of 7 and 8s, and I've tried 7 to 8s, but I have a little too much thread excess. So I just wanted to check my numbers, and let's check the thread as well, just as a precaution. This is the second one. I cut them both. So okay, I have 17 to here, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, 25 inches. Let's pull this out real quick. Ooh. All right. Move the thread out. 17. Okay. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. All right. Yes, they are properly cut into numbers. And we will now hand stitch our cute bag. Hand stitch the zipper on so it's not going anywhere. You just start 3 or 4 in. Ooh, make sure you have your awl. Give it all you want and go through all the holes one more time. We initially punched it once. We punched it a second time. So the first time was just to I draw the line on and I punched the hole. Left it alone. I glued it. The hole got sealed up. I know that I saw the whole indentation from the first punch, but since the glue adhered to the zipper, it kind of sealed the hole. So I need to reopen the hole by putting with all, or I punched it all. And now this happening a third time. I used the awl to open up one more time because I'm hand stitching it, just in case. I can use the awl to open the hole just a smidge bigger than where the punch set has allocated. They're 4mm punch sets, so I have 4mm punch holes. So that's what I got. But what if I need a little bit more, need a little excess, or I just want a bigger hole to stitch in? I want a bigger hole to stitch in, and I will use a bigger hole to stitch in. That's why I have my awl. So I will. And then most of this actually has nicely on the quarter line right here. So the glue and the stitch line, they're all still meet beautifully. This is just going to be lined because it's going to be straight because I punched straight. Alright. See how magic makes the time go round. Oh. I have this new type of leather cleaner because I'm just about out of the stuff that I have now. So I'm waiting for that to come in tomorrow as well. As the newest thing to my collection of Stitch and Moan leather. Alrighty, alright, smashing. I'm gonna have to do this all for the other side as well, but I will stitch this first, complete this side, and then I'll move on. It really doesn't matter if I start on this zipper side or on the end of the zipper side. As long as I start on the inside, I start 3 to 4 inches in. Let's work with the zipper. And I always work from front to back. So already, it's already sliding out already. I have, give or take, ooh, just a touch base. The glue is drying nicely over there. It's already clear. So, my panel, obviously I still gotta wait for those other tabs. That shouldn't take too long to dry though, because I didn't use that much glue, didn't have too much excess, and they're small locations. So, should be okay. let's lock this stitch in and I'm gonna have to figure out finding a new needle. Right there. Oh. Even it out. Even the needles. First stitch locked. Yes. Okay, so it's not gonna go anywhere. Or first stitch in. I don't have to worry about it. No, just lock it. No, but this is the second. All right. I think I'm gonna have to. Where's the thread? I think it might be the thread, maybe thin. I'm just gonna have to be patient with. Is it the same needle or is it a bigger needle? No, it's the thread. Okay. For a second I was like, my goodness. Four stitches in. Let's go back to lock it and continue with this side. Oh. If the thread just went through. Okay. All right, next. Let's get this locked and loaded. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so it is beautifully locked. I actually, my all just fell. Just initially looking at this, I am happy with choosing the color of thread for this project. Okay, so it is, I'm hungry. I'll see you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the Instagram and link tree in bio. Stitch and Moan with Kitti. I'll see you later. And we'll be back to finish this baby. Bye.